G'day modelers, it's Chris Percival, the original founder of ABR Model Works. Unfortunately for me, 2 years ago I had a stroke. So I found myself in the situation where I wasn't going to be able to continue with ABR Model Works. And I had to make some hard decisions about what I was going to do next. Luckily for me, Alex Hoffman, the now new owner of ABR Model Works, has been the owner for over a year now, took up the challenge of continuing with the project, for which I'm very grateful for Alex, and I certainly wish him all the best for the future. Now, what I've been doing over the last couple of years is been teaching my left hand, which is a bit of a slow learner, I've got to tell you, some of the things that I was able to do with my right hand, which doesn't work at all, is thinking about what I can do as a modeler. Obviously, I have some deficits. My right hand just doesn't work anymore, and the arm is fairly hopeless as well. So what do? You don't give up. You must continue with life, and if you sit in the corner and cry, for want of a better description, you'll just fade away really quickly. And the best thing to do when you get a difficulty like this is to keep your brain working. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look positively at the things I can do and get some help with what I can't. So I will end up with a really, hopefully, nice layout at the end of the day. The end of the day, by the way, is a few years away when it comes to the project that I've decided to go ahead with. As always, I've bitten off a bit more than I can chew, certainly by myself. One of the great things about the hobby today is DCC. It's really revolutionised the hobby. Being able to run multiple trains in different directions on the same piece of track is just exciting to me. And even more, that you can program it to do things that you couldn't do back in the DC days unless you had mountains of wires and switching and control panels and all sorts of things like that was really only done for a handful of modelers and clubs, because they had someone in their club with the necessary knowledge to wire everything up. But DCC for me is an absolute game changer, and in the last few years DCC EX is even a better game changer. The ability to write relatively simple scripts to automate your layout is mind-blowing. The guys behind DCC EX have done a wonderful job of utilising small microprocessors that can be programmed to do automation. Things as simple as having a train run from one point and then stop and reverse and head back again, right through to a layout with multiple trains and multiple sections, all controlling automatically. And that really interests me. I'm really excited about what I can do and both you can do. And I hope that I can show you how simple the programming process is. So let me give you a quick tour of my humble workshop with the layout and the test track that I'm going to be talking to you about quite a bit in the future. Here's my computer workstation, and as we go around we're into the modelling area with all the tools for modelling and paints, etc. Up above the workstation I've got electronic stuff, some of the kits that we've made in the past, and a heap of various woods and and profiles and stuff for doing some scratch building. This is a shelf with more paints on it for more the layout type products and scenic material. This is the 3D workstation, and a workbench for heavier type things. This is the layout that I'm building. As you can see, I've got some track already laid, and I'll do a short video on how I go about doing that, because I'm using templates to get it all nice and straight, and the curves have come out very well. I'm very happy with it. The wires that you see in the foreground are for a hoist system that will lift the layout to the ceiling, allowing us to be able to park the car in or do other projects. Additionally, this gives me the opportunity to get underneath the layout and sit in a chair and do the wiring of the layout. Here you can see that I'm using 5mm cork road bed. It's a good sound absorber. Here you can see the brackets that I've made in keeping with the design of the baseboard. They sit across the centre background section that you can see in some of the videos. This shows the design of the track, and the cutted sections are the blocks within the track. This is my programming track and test track. It's divided into 6 sections. Each you can see where the terminal blocks are. There's a DCC EX command station mounted on it, and I'm going to also be testing several different types of block detection and automation. There'll be a couple of point motors set up to show the activation of a point. Obviously there's no points to show that. So this will be used quite a bit in testing things before we actually move on to wiring the layout itself. Well, that's it for this video. So please come with me on my journey of discovery as we play with the DCC EX system and get automation happening. And it's not just automating the train movements, there'll be other things that we can automate as far as scenery and things like that are concerned. And the next video is going to be based on the test track and the beginnings of programming the command station. So look out for that. Oh, and I almost forgot. Please hit the subscribe button and the like button. It'll help get the video circulated to more modelers. So anyway, have a great day modeling, and I'll see you in the next video.